in the quarter.
Well, you like to finish things on a positive note, and he times that one beautifully.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Hawks lead by 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. The Bucks trail. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Anthony. Brogdon out there with Amon Shumpert. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Henson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clock at 6. The baseline J. They grab their own miss. The shot, no good. Ball again, Brogdon. And Shumpert kicks to Gibson. To the inside. Out to Shumpert. Over Udo. No good from Gibson. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Detroit Pistons. Kicks to Thomas. Back to Moore. Chandler with the screen on Shumpert. Over in the corner, Paul. Shumpert against Moore. Henson sets a screen for Shumpert. Pass to Brogdon. And there's the foul. It'll go on Udo. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Brogdon. He has 6. Here's Anthony. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Anthony's got the first basket of the third quarter for Atlanta. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The shot's good from Paul.
Now, Chris Paul having one of those great scoring nights that he does on occasion, just filling it up right now.
The Hawks leading. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Brogdon kicks to Shumpert. Feeds it to Carmelo. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And Shumpert surveying the floor and finding the open man, so a nice swing pass on that possession.
Paul dishes to Chandler. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Gone from the Hawks are all the starters of that team that just a couple years ago won 60 games. So you have to believe if this is the time for that organization to embrace a rebuild.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And the Hawks last season, a 5th seed, Brent, in the Eastern Conference, ousted in the first round.
Well, they have some aging veterans. They had some regressions in the wins column. They traded away a lot of the guys that were part of that 60-win team. So this is a young team that's starting to reset, rebuild, and retool.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Hill, he's checked in for Thomas. And McCollum subbed in for Moore. McCollum kicks to Hill. Stolen by Henson. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Shumpert's running. Pass to Brogdon. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Out to Anthony. 5 on the clock. Gibson the screen. Anthony's shot is off.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Dishes it to Hill. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Henson. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Knocked away. Paul with the steal. From deep three-point range. And the Bucks miss again.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
Outside Anthony. On the wing, Shumpert. Now the pass to Brogdon. Just 5 on the clock. The shot missing.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
And here is Paul. 24 points for him. McCollum left side. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Hawks leading by 6. Now Brogdon. He's got 6. In the corner, Gibson with it. Here's Henson. Drops in the layup for 2. Henson's got 8 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Paul. It's McCollum on the wing. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Nice job of using the screen to create some space. McCollum's so heady in that situation.
Brogdon with it. Anthony kicks to Brogdon. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Chandler is screen. They set the screen. Brogdon again. It's Paul. Brent, all things being equal, do you like the idea of sending everyone to the defensive glass to avoid giving away second chance points, or do you like leaking a guy or two out in transition, hoping for the best?
I don't think the leak out is a good idea at all, Kevin. You got to have 5 guys attentive to any possession. Most coaches in the NBA will tell you that a possession is not a stop until you collect the defensive rebound.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for John Henson. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Anthony. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Iman Shumpert.
Yeah, pretty obvious over-the-back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
Try to make as good a decision as you can every time you have the basketball, but that time he attacked without thinking too much.
And the Hawks making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Paul passes to Udo. Kicks it out to Paul. There's the pick. He dishes it to Udo. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Udo's got his first 2 points.
That's what you love about Paul, his unselfishness and his ability to make guys around him that much better. Brogdon again. It's Paul. Screen by Jefferson. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Redick's got 8.
Where they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pick up by Hill. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. John Henson's checked in for Al Jefferson. The Hawks leading by 8. Now, here's Brogdon. 9 points in the game so far. Lets it fly from 18. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Brogdon against Paul. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. And here's McCollum for three. That's it, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Look, they know it. He knows it. That jumper is pure. As a defender, it's hard not to overplay McCollum to shoot the three.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And you'll hear some say the sleeper of that 2015 draft was Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. I mean, a fractured ankle his rookie season limited him to just those 29 games. But when healthy, he's shown he can be a force defensively.
So for the Hawks, Al Jefferson's checked in for Henson. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Hawks leading by 7. And Greg, what separates Hollis Jefferson, do you think, as an NBA defender?
Physicality, quickness to go along with anticipation. I mean, with his pressure D, he's able to suffocate perimeter players and rack up steals. And don't forget versatility. He's a guy that can guard multiple positions, and that's a huge asset for any team.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Zeller, and Jefferson sends it back. Back to Zeller. Pass to Ntilikina. Another shot, and that one comes up a bit short. Atlanta's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's Jack. Beasley sets a screen for Jack. Outside, Redick. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's got 5. It's blocked. Moore left side. Wide open. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Now just a 5-point Hawks lead. And here is Jack. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Outside, Redick. 6 to shoot. He kicks it to Beasley. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Beasley's got 9. Bucks shooting well, 50% from the floor. There's 1:47 left in the third. Here's Ntilikina. Not going to go that time. Jack with the defensive effort.
And I really thought he was going to send that shot the other way, but at least he forces the miss.
Well, just good timing on his part. Anytime the shooter has to adjust, the defense wins.
Jefferson against Zeller. Here's the 3. He doesn't hit that one. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Ntilikina. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
I tell you, Ntilikina has his head on a swivel, always looking to find the open teammate.
And Jack kicks to Redick. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got 4 assists now tonight.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Atlanta. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Atlanta making a switch here. Leafs checked in. The dish to Zeller. Pass to Ntilikina. Beasley against Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. Over Beasley. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Zeller. Outside check. Beasley the screen. There's a good screen. Outside check. The 3. Off target with that shot. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Hawks on top. They're up by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And Atlanta has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Diallo out there with Zeller. Then it's Thomas. And there's Etuan Moore. And it's Ntilikina in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Clock at 4. Here's Anthony. Here's Leaf. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
The free throw drops for Leaf.
When the Bucks ownership changed just a few years back, you could feel that there was a change for the direction of this basketball club, and they're much more focused on building from the draft, taking a lot of young players that have tremendous potential and seeing where they can go. They're doing everything they can to make this a great free agent destination. The new arena will help that.
And Jack kicks to Redick. Back to Jack. Pass to Leaf. Moore with the steal. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Moore, as an efficient scorer out here, plays well within himself on the offensive end.
And with the Bucks in this current ownership approach, you can really see it off the court as well. They've done a great job of reaching out to the community.
Love the investment that they've made in the team. The new downtown arena is coming along. The rebrand looks awesome. I love the new logo and the color scheme that they play with and the court. A lot of attention to the details, and they've put together a pretty exciting young roster. That's the most important part. Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
Timeout called, the Bucks. The Bucks making a change here. McCollum's checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He told them, now's when you turn it on. Leave them in the rearview mirror. I know we can put these guys away. We'll see if they can deliver.
Shot by Zeller, no good.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, He chose wisely.
Beasley the screen. Outside for Reddick. 5 to shoot. And it's blocked. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. McCollum outside. Zeller inside. Defended by Henson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Brent, some incredible players have put on the jersey for the Bucks in their storied history. Do you have a favorite Bucks player who you always appreciated watching?
Well, I'll name 3, Kevin. First, Jack Sikma. Second, Sidney Moncrief. And third, Terry Cummings. Those were some of the more incredible offensive teams during the 1980s that do not get enough credit.
Beasley right side. Back to Jack. Henson sets a screen for Jack. Outside, Reddick. Beyond the arc. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 6 assists now in the game.
I love how Reddick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Brent, everyone knows J.J. Reddick for his ability to shoot, but he does much more than that for a team.
Well, there's a lot of things that J.J. Reddick does subtly on the defensive end as being a good positional defender, understanding where it is that 2 guards like to get their offense going, where J.J. can be complimentary on that end too. So it's not just the shooting. He plays a good bit of defense as well.
Udo's checked in for the Bucks. Paul comes in for Ntilikina. Paul dishes to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Comes up empty down low. Fast break, Milwaukee. Paul with the ball. McCollum with the ball. And it's Henson picking him up. Now Thomas. He feeds it to Paul. Atlanta with the rebound. Henson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
Atlanta making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Beasley. Anthony comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Amon Shumpert in for J.J. Reddick. That'll be a 5-second call.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Jack with it. Anthony on the wing. Over Thomas. The shot by Anthony, no good. Bucks trail by 8. And here's McCollum for 3. And Shumpert pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Anthony in the corner. Henson with the screen. In the corner, it's Jack. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the feed to Henson. Good on the shot. And the Hawks lead by 10.
That's a confident play from John Henson going against the tight defense and scoring inside.
Thomas a screen. Paul kicks to McCollum. And again, the Bucks miss.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Anthony against Thomas. Henson, a screen on Thomas. Rebounded by the Bucks. Udo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Paul with the ball. Now Jack defending. Now here's Paul. Over Jack. Paul's shot is off.
That's a shot you got to step up on. Wide open, no coverage. Good shooters don't miss that often.
And here is Jack. Gibson the screen. Here's Shumpert. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Paul kicks to Udo. At the elbow, Zeller. Paul left side. Over Jack. They get it back. Zeller. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Thomas against Anthony. Shot, high post. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
And the foul on Jarrett Jack. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Brogdon, he's checked in for the Hawks. Paul passes to Zeller. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 8th assist in the game.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Brogdon kicks to Shumpert. Anthony down low. Thomas is on him. And it's good for 2.
And I tell you what, if he's going to be a factor here down the stretch, he is going to have to make some shots. Just 1 of 5 here in the quarter.
It's McCollum on the wing. Off target from outside.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Anthony, no one around. And a miss there on the triple.
You got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
They set the pick. Paul outside. Zeller setting the pick for Paul. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. The Hawks leading by 8. Henson with the screen. Anthony on the wing. Hits the front of the rim and out. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's 20 points for C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, now 1 of 4 here in the 4th quarter.
Shumpert a screen on Paul. Out left to the wing. And Paul over to help. Thomas with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Brogdon kicks to Shumpert. Henson with the screen. Passes it to Brogdon. The 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Hawks lead by 7.
As his career has gone on, Melo has been better and better about finding the open man.
Udo kicks to McCollum. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. McCollum's got 12 points here in the second half. Brogdon the pass to Shumpert. Kicks to Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
They don't want John Henson getting in that close. Feels like he could just reach up while he's on the ground and still get that done.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. J.J. Redick's checked in for Iman Shumpert. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Redick is in the corner. Anthony against Thomas. Anthony kicks to Redick. Shoots. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 4 assists in the game.
Redick always a threat to score and taking full advantage.
McCollum dishes to Paul. Hands it from downtown. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Brogdon against Paul. Lets it go from the wing. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They lead by 1. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Udo. And then for Atlanta, Jefferson comes in for Henson. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Taj Gibson. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. .29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Brogdon against Paul. 4 on the clock. Anthony kicks to Brogdon. The Hawks